Hi, welcome. In this video, I want to respond to a random social media post that came up on my Facebook feed. Again, fireworks going off last night by way of the ringing in the new year. And this issue, again, that's common with dogs is the issue about reactivity to fireworks, how to deal with that. And so here on a post put up by a balanced dog trainer, okay, and again, you'll see this, this alignment through the confusion over, okay, how to deal with reactivity, the issue about, how dogs react to loud noises. Again, once a relationship problem is already underway. Again, talk about the issue about stress loads on dogs. Loud noises will cause reactions from dogs. But the path that the majority will take when it comes to attempting to resolve, to comfort, okay, you're going to see the themes here. But again, I talk about the real fix, okay, by way of, again, representing that this is symptomatic of a relationship problem. So understand when you're dealing with dogs that are reactive to fireworks, loud noises, you're going to see other issues happening in the relationship. Okay, you're going to see all sorts of problems. But again, this is one of the focal points, okay, by way of certain times of the year. Now here, balanced dog trainer Jonas Black, okay, very, very popular in social media. And I read this, and we'll talk through this, because again, this really illustrates my point when it comes to the confusion by way of those who identify as balanced dog trainers who advocate this idea that training is a learning-based exercise. Confusion over, okay, the role of influence. I talk about, as control is expressed through a dog's state of mind, the role of influence by way of intercepting. Okay, so we'll talk about this in terms of the fix when it comes to such issues such as fireworks, and the method that you want to look at. Again, you'll see me doing it on my YouTube channel. Is the push-pull method. Okay, so influence and control, coming into a interaction, okay, that takes the stress off of a dog. Okay, it changes their focus towards you, okay, the right way. It's about relationship. Okay, this is one of the central themes. But again, when I talk about a superficial process, okay, all the advice that comes from that is going to be superficial in nature. There's confusion over, okay, what is the fix? So here, Jonas Black's offering up his advice, okay, on social media. It's a public post. It says, if you don't prep your dog for fireworks and they are scared, okay, now this whole thing about scared, understand this is the whole reactivity issue, stress on the dog. This is where you can get into the confusion of, you hear the term fear or aggression. Okay, seems like a contradiction. The dog's fearful but aggressive, just like, just this kind of duality, this back and forth. Oh, what it is, it's still about, it still represents a relationship problem. It's about control, stress on the dog, okay? And so here you talk about using certain language here, scared. Well, think of it now, and they're stressed. Okay, so this is a humanization of certain reactions, and balanced dog trainers do the same thing. But the problem with that, what does that trigger? Okay, ask yourself the question: when you use certain language, what does that trigger in the human? Emotion, empathy, right? I'm not saying empathy is a bad thing, but understand that nature is different this way. Okay, strength and weakness as defined through the relationship. I talk about, depth of relationship. Dogs are social animals, right? But when we connect certain ways and when we're projecting, when we bring emotion into the equation, it doesn't fix anything. Okay, and we'll talk about this because it can actually appear to in certain moments, but you're never going to truly fix the relationship. Okay, the moments themselves are very deceptive because control offers up a false image of change. Okay, I'll talk about this. So here it says, have them perform familiar behaviors for food. Well, here's your red flag. Okay, here's how you can always tell that balanced dog trainers are just like force-free trainers in their idea of things. Okay, I talk about this whole issue about bribery. Okay, accommodation and the negotiation, those central themes that are part of the balanced dog trainer and force-free trainer approach. Okay, because they approach training, they approach a relationship problem as a learning-based exercise. It is not a learning-based exercise the way these trainers are marketing this. And I understand there's so much deception here with how they're engaging a relationship problem, the type of appearances that are being offered up in certain moments. And so you talk even the word behavior. Behavior, how these trainers use behavior is misapplied. Okay, within a superficial framework of response. A lot of times dogs are moving around or responding for, say, treats or what they want. That's all they're doing. Okay, is you're within you're eliciting or motivating a response. Doesn't mean the perception of dogs are changing at all. Okay, without those two core ingredients I talk about, influence and control, being reconciled through a intentional interaction-based method. And that's the only way that can be reconciled. Understand that if you're not dealing with or you're not aligned with a interaction-based approach method, then you're opening that door completely wide open to be deceived. Okay, understand that. And so that word behavior doesn't even belong, but it's used, within the sit down, come stay. So it's just totally superficial. Food, don't use food. Okay, you want to give a dog a treat, give it a treat. Do not engage food. Don't bring food into a relationship problem that way. Okay, because then ask the question, what's your focus on that? It's superficial. Okay, for easy wins. Well, nothing's easy. Okay, understand this is the problem. It's not about anything being easy. It's about being right. Okay, it's about following the right path. Okay, truly fixing the relationship, fixing this issue. If that doesn't work, well, okay, there we go. And they are able to self-soothe. You're allowed to comfort them. What the heck? Comfort them. So understand that emotional connection, okay, control, based again on like signing a contract, offers up the appearance of a balanced dog at times, but control itself, will again give a dog comfort, but the wrong way. Think of a selfish child that's very, very selfish, and you're buying them stuff, you're doing certain things to bribe your way to the situations, you're negotiating with them, and so they can, the waters can be calm in certain moments, but it doesn't mean you're fixing the relationship. This is exactly the same thing here. Okay, just train for next year. Well, what does that mean to him? Because here he's just giving out, his idea what training is. So it's a joke. Okay, all to say that. So when I talk about the true fix, okay, you're dealing with dogs with reactivity issues. Those core ingredients, they need to come in. You'll see me doing the push-pull method. Okay, how that's expressed in a very intentional way by way of a dog coming into agreement with it. So understand, it's not about getting into a war with your dog, but it's about a proper foundation in terms of relationship. Those core ingredients, they need to come in, need to intercept versus trying to change focus through using treats and connecting this way. Okay, so it's about the right path, the right type of connection. So my encouragement is to reject this type of advice you see. Now the interesting thing is you go down here into some of the comments that people left by way of this balanced dog trainer advice, and you'll see the issue about medication coming up right here. We work hard through the year prepping for fireworks. Okay, everybody still gets their max trazodone dose. We talk about that. I talk about that. All these trainers, they come into agreement with this thing with drugging dogs. It doesn't fix anything. It just masks the problem. Okay, ask yourself the question: is drugs part of nature? I mean, that way, without human contamination. Okay, because understand, this is what this is. This is a humans getting involved in a relationship and taking the wrong path. And so, because they don't want to follow the right path, a lot of times this is the case. They can't reconcile the response of dogs to the relationship. They'll trigger all their emotions. They'll take the path of drugging dogs and everything else. And someone else here responded to that, say, I heard it has bad side effects. Well, all drugs have side effects. And, and then ask the question, what the heck are you doing? I mean, but this is the problem. if you're not following the right path, if you're not willing to, take the right path with your dog when it comes to um, truly fixing your dog through, again, taking a leadership role, interaction based, just like being a parent, then this is the result. And you'll see this type of collateral damage. You'll see this peppered throughout comments with trainers that are advocating this way, and people saying, the struggles they're having. I try to comfort my little girl. She jumped in the bathtub due to the noise. Ended up in there with her for half the night. She's my first rescue and hard telling what she went through. See, this is another narrative. Hard telling what she went through. See, we bring the baggage in. The dogs are in the moment. Okay, understand that nature deals with it differently, but it's hard because because it seems like it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. It seems to make sense, and the reality is no. We bring that baggage in, and then we say, "Oh, this look, this is it seems to affirm the how we see a dog's past that way." Understand, nature deals with it differently. I talk about that through my videos, but nothing seems to work, right? Well, no, because you know dogs are are connected through nature, and we share that connection. But we have to understand our role in that. We have to understand what our role is, but also in terms of what a process is. It's not a learning based exercise, but so very interesting here. My encouragement, anyone look for answers, is avoid those who identify as balanced dog trainers, force free. They all tie into this idea. They all jump in the same way. You see here the type of advice being handed out. It's the same thing. So again, check out my YouTube channel. I talk about the fix, okay, through reactivity, taking stress off dogs. It's about a intentional interaction based method that speaks the right language when it comes to overcoming behavioral issues. Thanks for watching.